A coworker of mine committed suicide last week, which leads me to think about Robin Williams, who honestly never really gets out of my head. I give Williams absolute respect for pulling himself from stand-up gigs up to Oscar wins, but I'll also admit with respect that I'm actually not a major fan. Most other people are, but it never leaves my mind that somebody who seems on top of the world, beloved by millions or even billions, would take their own life. Eventually, all people pass away for whatever reason. Immediately after one of these famous people pass, the world is suddenly full of messages of love talking about how important that person was to them, their public work or a chance encounter. And that's good for the family to hear, but when it comes to Robin Williams, one of the most beloved and acclaimed actors of my generation, I shudder and I think, why didn't people say all this to him before that day came? Maybe they did. I suppose my simple message, which won't reach any of these people, is, your work matters. You touched me. Paul Livingston, Frank Reeder, John Douglas of the Trashcan Sinatras, Robert Smith, Simon Gallup, Lawrence Tolhurst of The Cure, Christina Ricci, Ian McKellen, Elvis Costello, every member of Los Lobos, but especially David Hidalgo and Cesar Rosas, Spike Lee, Kara Hui, and Ku Feng, both of whom got a shout-out on my little YouTube channel. And there are those who, of course, I'm too late to speak to in person. Harry Dean Stanton, Chadwick Boseman, David Warner, Audrey Hepburn, William Shakespeare, Frederick Douglass, James Joyce. I'm appreciative of people like James Valentino, who's trying to preserve the history of the Shaw Brothers studio at a museum in Mexico, and Ken and Lynn of the podcast The Sweep Spot and their books Cleaning the Kingdom, who highlight employees of all types of the Disneyland park. We all benefit from people who do cool work and make our lives better. Some people do monumental work to keep the stories of those people alive. I'm sorry if this video is not full of insights, but sometimes you've just got to say thank you. So do it before Robin Williams leaves the room.
I don't know how much value I have in this universe, but I do know that I made a few people happier than they would have been without me. And as long as I know that, I'm as rich as I ever need to be.